Only that time. Otherwise it's not used. Allah describes the heart as becoming hard. Becoming hard. Why? Because Allah says that the people became like the people of the book. What does that mean? They read the book. They recite the book. But they have no clue what's in it. They have no clue what's in it. They don't care. They don't come to it to soften their heart. They don't come to it to talk to Allah. They don't have with it what they should have. لا ينتفعون منهما من شيء. The Rasul says sallallahu alayhi wasallam. These people of the book benefit nothing from it. بأيديهم التوراة والإنجيل. They have Tawrat and Injil in their hands. But they don't benefit from it. The Muslim will become like this. The Muslim will come to the Imam and say, Imam Sahib, I have a fever. Which surah should I recite? Imam Sahib, I have my daughter's getting married. Which surah should we play the recitation of after the DJ is done? Which surah should we recite? Then they'll come, they'll say, hey listen, what dua should I make from the Qur'an if I'm looking for a job? This is all Qur'an is for you? This is all it is for you. You're looking for barakah in this thing or that thing or the other thing because Qur'an came to give barakah to your parties, to your ceremonies. That's why Qur'an came, so it can bless your ceremonies. The Qur'an did not come to change you. The Qur'an did not come to give you advice, to change you, to make you a different person, to earn your money differently. It didn't come for that. It just came so you hire some guy at your wedding, and he comes and recites Qur'an and women put napkins on their heads. That's why Qur'an came? That's what Qur'an is to you? Or Qur'an came so you can have decorated large ayat in your home? Big giant Surah Al-Asr inside your house next to the big screen TV? That's why it came? Qur'an came so you can hang in the rear view mirror? Ayatul Kursi, because you don't have dual side airbags? That's why it came? What have we done with this Qur'an? What have we turned it into? This is a serious matter, folks. We're wrapping this book up and we're printing it in silk and we're having art exhibits with it. Allah gave us this message. People like spilled blood to change their lives according to this book. And now it's become a book that is just ceremonial. It breaks your heart. It just breaks your heart. We celebrate. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not talking about your community. Do not say I was talking about your community. Listen to what I'm saying. We celebrate children memorizing the Qur'an. We celebrate it. And yet we don't cry when those children become adults and they still don't know what they're reciting. They still don't know what they're reciting. But we celebrate it every year. And when those kids are leading Taraweeh, the guy leading the prayer doesn't know what he's reciting. What do you expect from the congregation? The guy leading the prayer doesn't know. There's something wrong with that. That's not normal. That is not how things are supposed to be. We've done this. We've done this. And our kids, with the way we've given them an artificial relationship with the Qur'an. These kids, they memorize Qur'an and the biggest goal in their life is, man, I'm going to lead Taraweeh this year. Listen, Qur'an is not a trophy. Qur'an is not you get a prize when you recite it. It's not. I met a couple of the kids that have memorized Qur'an and they're looking for places to lead Taraweeh. Ramadan is coming. And they're like, hey, what did they pay? What does this one pay? What does that pay? What did you get for a prize at that masjid? They're already talking about what they're going to get when they lead the prayer. Now you're talking about getting paid to lead prayer. This stuff should bother us. This is what we've done with Qur'an. We've done this. Nobody else came and did this to us. Don't blame the government. Don't blame the corrupt, this or that. We've done this with Allah's book. You don't think Allah will ask us about that? Well, how are we supposed to take this book? What is it supposed to mean to us? This book came to change my life. This book came to change your life. We have to remind ourselves of that. We have to remind our kids of that. You know, Hufadh of the Qur'an, back in the day, they used to be called Hamil of Qur'an, carrier of Qur'an, because it was understood they carry a huge responsibility. That was understood. You know? And I'm not just picking on the kids that are memorizing Qur'an, it's not their fault. It's our fault that we don't teach them more. And we better. we better. It's our fault we don't teach our community. It's our fault. I want to leave you with this. When I was in college, and I started learning Arabic, and then I started reading Qur'an, and I heard dars of Qur'an for the first time, I was very angry. I was angry. I was angry at the Ummah. How did they rob me? And I'm 18 years of age, born a Muslim. How did I never know what the Qur'an is? How come they never told me? How come they just expected I would just figure it out myself? How come they didn't tell me this book is the most important treasure I will ever have in my life? How come they never told me that 23 years of the most difficult struggle in human history, the struggle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the culmination of it was فَلْيُبَلِّغِ الشَّاهِدَ الْغَائِبِ بَلِّغُوا عَنِّي وَلَوْ آيَةً. Give on my behalf, even if you can give an ayah, just give. Give an ayah on my behalf. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam just wanted the world to know this book, and my own ummah didn't care to give it to me. My own people. We left it. We can't live like this. We can't go on like this. We'll pay the price. Recently I found out 1.5 million Ottomans, Uthmanis, came to Ellis Island. 1.5 million immigrants had come to Ellis Island. 10,000 or less of their descendants are Muslim today. 1.5 million. Qur'an, guys. Qur'an. This book, it's either going to testify for you and me on Judgment Day, or it will testify against us. Those of you that were in the class, I want to leave you with a reality check. I try to make it my job to make Arabic more enjoyable to learn, to make Qur'an easy to understand. I try to make that my job. But you know what? I can only do so much. This has to be a responsibility the ummah carries, every family carries. We gotta know our book, guys. Whatever Qur'an you've memorized, at least study that tafsir. At least request the imam to do tafsir of those surahs that you've already memorized. If you've already memorized the surahs from Juz Amma, just take advantage of our podcasts, free downloads. The only thing it will cost you is your time. At least learn what Allah is saying in those surahs.